Welcome back to Mac Talks Football and breaking news from Liga. Olympique Lyon, they have been relegated by the DNCG, the French football, regulatory authority. They have relegated Lyon to Ligue 2 due to the financial problems that the club is facing. I mean, it's a massive news in terms of Liga and in terms of Lyon. I mean, it is such a historical club. But they have been facing the financial problems for a couple of years. 2 years ago, they were provisionally relegated, and they were told that they need to, get their finances in order. They were able to do that that time, but now they have been relegated yet again. That time it was a provisionally relegation. This time they have been relegated officially to League 2. So this is a big news, and it's again a situation where you need to look at the owners of the clubs, that they come in and they don't really invest money in the right way. The owner, John Textor, he has said that he is going to sell his shares in Crystal Palace, which he owns as well. Again, it shows they're like putting too many eggs, not in one basket, in different baskets. They're trying to get as much money as possible from wherever they can. He's the owner of Crystal Palace, not a majority shareholder now. But here he has sold his shares in Crystal Palace, and he's saying that he's going to bring in the money at Lyon, and he's selling some other shares as well. And he has said that we are going to sell our players so that our the financial structure becomes better. They are in a 500 million euros debt. I mean, that's a huge amount of debt. If I'm being very honest with you, they have the NCG. They have put up a transfer ban on Lyon as well, so they cannot go out and they cannot buy players as well. That's another big blow to them. And then they have told that their wage structure needs to come into in regulation as well. So it's a whole complete mess for the club. It just keeps on showing that these people, they come in, they don't really know anything about football. They come in to make profit. They spend the money without caring about the club, and then it hurts. We saw last year Bordeaux, they were basically the club was relegated from the football league by the French association, and now we are seeing the same thing happen to Lyon this year. They have not been liquidated. They are just relegated to League 2, but still it's a massive deal for a club like Lyon. I mean, such a historical club in France, one of the biggest clubs in France. They won so many league titles. They play in Europe almost every year. They are in the Europa League this year as well, and them qualifying for Europa League was considered a bad season by a lot of Lyon fans, because they want to play in the Champions League, and they consider themselves to be to be a club who plays in the Champions League regularly. So it's so to see them go down, it will be a massive setback, and not just for the club, for French football or as a whole. I mean, if you see these historical clubs keep on going down, and in such a terrible situation, it's a big problem for French league as a whole, because the viewership and the viewers, you're not gonna get that. The fans are not gonna care about the league as much as they do right now, because if the massive historical clubs are gonna leave, then you don't have fans who are going to be invested in the league. So it's a big problem for league. Lyon, they have a chance to go ahead and appeal on this, and they are going to, of course, they're going to go ahead and appeal, but the chances of this appeal being successful are very rare, because at these type of appeals don't really come off, and usually the decision done by the DNCG is upheld usually in this type of appeal. So it's a big deal if you are a Lyon fan, if you're a French football fan, if you're any football fan. I mean, let's be honest, you see so many of old clubs being in this type of situation. We see stuff in France, we see stuff in Italy. That's why I always said, the German clubs, they have the perfect formula. The Spanish club, so to speak, have the perfect formula as well. There are still some problems in the Spanish clubs, but for me, the Bundesliga model is the best one. where fans still have the ownership of the club. In the Premier League, it has not happened till now. It should have happened, and Everton had points deducted, Nottingham Forest had points deducted. This financial issue is gonna take up the world of football. It is starting to happen. It has affected certain leagues. It has not affected the entirety of the world football, but it is gonna happen one by one, and you are gonna see a lot of historical clubs being affected by this. By this, it is not gonna matter whether you're a big club, whether you're a small club. But it is going to happen. It has happened to Lyon, and it's a dark day again if they get relegated. I mean, Lyon going to League Two. I mean, now you sort of understand why Ryan Cherky went for went for such a less amount, because they sort of anticipated something like this. That's why they are willing to sell their players, even if they somehow win that appeal and they are able to raise funds by selling the players. You are going to lose most of their important players. Already, there were players linked away to clubs, but the asking price from Lyon were there were discussions for so many players, and the asking price for Lyon was quite high. But now seeing this or being officially, everybody's going to know about it. So every other club who's trying to buy players from Lyon, they are going to have the bargaining chip, they are going to have the bargaining power, because they know Lyon are desperate, they need the money, and they are going to of course they are going to underpay for a lot of the players. And again, because if they win the appeal and they somehow get the funds, they are going to be in a problem. And if they lose the appeal, then majority of the players, let's be very honest, they are going to leave the club, and they're going to be in a problem. I mean, imagine Lyon being in League Two. It's something that nobody would have thought. They are supposed to play in Europa League, but as of now they are relegated to League Two. Of course, it's a going story. As I said, they have appealed, and again, as I keep on saying, even if that appeal is successful, I don't think the transfer ban is going to be lifted. So they have to sell majority of their players to get the finances, and the owner has to sell. He's saying, I'm going to be able to get the finances by selling some other liquidables and shares in the Crystal Palace football club, and I'm going to get the money from there. But they are going to sell the players, and if they have that transfer ban, they are not going to be able to go ahead and replace those players and try to bring in some players. So it is a tough time for a Lyon fan. Either way I look at it, to be very honest with you, they win the appeal, they are going to have problems. They lose the appeal, they are going to have massive problems. Like it feels like there's fire on one side and a big sort of a mountain on the other hand, where you don't really know which side you want to go to. There are problems everywhere if you're a Lyon football club, and if you're a Lyon fan, and it's a dark day for Lyon. Let's hope something positive comes out of it, because as I keep on saying, it has happened to Lyon, it can happen to any other club. You don't want historical clubs like Lyon to go out, to go away from the spotlight. It's quite necessary and essential for clubs like Lyon to stay afloat, to be there in the football world, because if it keeps happening, you are going to lose fans, and that is quite a big problem. As I keep on saying, the story is developing as the time goes by, and of course, if there's an update tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to talk about it. But as of now, unfortunately, Lyon are relegated to League Two. They have a transfer ban, and they have appealed about this. Let me know what you guys think of the entire situation in the comment section below. Do you think the punishment is quite harsh, or do you think you need to have this type of rules so that clubs don't go over the budget and they don't spend money recklessly? Let me know what you think about the entire situation in the comment section. Like the video, share it as well, and click on the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.